Hello everyone, welcome back to another ZDev video. Today we're going to make a game as chaotic as possible in a little under a week, because I actually didn't have like a lot of time this week, but besides that, let's get into it. So as always, we're going to start with rendering a window, because yeah, I don't know what you could do without it. But so we also make a player to start off with that can move around with like friction stuff, so it looks really cool. And then we're porting over a lot of stuff from the last project into this one because, having a font is always nice, although I broke it. I don't know how that happened. But we're fixing it now, so it's a lot cleaner and it looks better. So then what this game needs is NPCs. So this is the 500x speed of me trying to create NPCs. It took forever, but they do work. And they say stuff too when you go up to them and press E. And so when I was at school, because school is starting up again, I created a particle system. Um, it looks really cool, real life, but YouTube is compressing it really bad. Um, it can render like 100,000 particles. Anyways, um, now we're working on a camera. So this camera is going to, be the main focus of the game so that you can like move around and stuff. There's a particle system up there. The NPCs, you can see them move. We're adding houses now so that you can enter stuff. They're going to be like randomly generated with random NPCs. They don't look too good right now though. That's all the houses all clumped together for some reason. I'm spreading them around now and giving them colors and stuff. And so they work. As you can see, they have different floors and stuff, but they're super, super slow. So I asked AI to fix it because why not? And now, as you can see, it's running faster. Um, it runs at 60 FPS all the time, but the character is moving slower, and that's how you can tell it's lagging. But now I made the houses bigger, and yeah. Anyways, so there's less houses now. We're also fixing the colors of the houses. So now you can see all their different floors with different colors and stuff. Looks really cool and stuff. But they were overlapping a bit, so I'm fixing that with like a grid house system. And now they have zero chance of overlapping, even though that one was a little close. But then I added roofs, so it's just a triangle. I don't know why I had to speed it up 300 times, but as you can see, the houses have roofs, and now we're creating interiors for the houses. Speed it up 500x because it took forever. But they have random NPCs. They're gonna have random NPCs. As you can see, you can enter houses, and they have different floors in them. So now we're adding the NPCs to the houses. This is speed up 350x because it took forever again. But now you can see the NPCs have stuff and they have names too. As you see, this is Bertrand saying yo to me. Don't don't know what that was about. Anyway, so the more you talk to them, the different stuff they're gonna say. Like they're gonna greet you and then ask you how your day was. And so I'm having AI create a whole bunch of functions for this. I could have made them myself, but I want them to have like hundreds of different stuff they can say. I did not feel like typing it all out, especially since I didn't have much time. And it says, "Yo, what is?" And then if you talk to him again, it says, what has been your saddest moment? I don't know what the RNG is for this one. I had a fantastic morning. A butterfly landed on my arm. A bird landed on my head and refused to leave. Stay cool as ice. And then he switches to Julius and he starts saying other stuff like, I had a busy yet satisfying day. That text went off screen. I never fixed that. I'm in my drawer and found a squirrel just chilling. Stay electric. You can see stuff like that. But then I added collision to the buildings. So if you are inside a building, you can't just walk out of the building. It works as you can see. As you can see, I can't go farther than the borders of the building. And then I added an inventory system so that you could store all your items you get, so that you can interact with NPCs and stuff. Um, the NPCs that we have do different things depending on what items you have in your inventory. And it works. We added a quest guide too, so as you can see, I'm going inside houses and getting some items from the NPCs, and then I completed a whole bunch of quests. And um, that was it. That's all we did this week. And you may be wondering, that wasn't a lot of stuff, and that happened really quickly. I skimmed over a couple things. Like I included the footage of me adding the NPCs giving you quests, but I just couldn't talk fast enough. I mean, the NPCs can give you items, not quests. But I just don't have a lot of time this week. And school started back up again. The point is, that was the game. I hope it's as chaotic as possible. I don't think it's very chaotic though. It could use another week to finish, but I have other games I want to do, so this game's just going to stay as it is. Anyway, see ya.